Hello everyone, so today I have for you a tutorial video on how to install the CeeLo Entertainment Glock gun skin. This skin is strictly designed for a Glock 17 or 18c model. The process of installing the skin is pretty simple to do, and I will walk you through step by step on how to do it. For this tutorial I am using a Tokyo Marui Glock 18c, but it is also possible to use the KWA, WE, or even the new Elite Force Glock models. Some of the tools I used is a box cutter with a sharp, skinny blade, a pair of scissors for the straight cuts on the skin, and lastly a hair dryer to heat the skin to the slide so it molds well into the Glock. You want to begin by cutting the black strip that says Glock 17/18, and then cut the bottom half portion with the CeeLo logo on it. Use the pair of scissors to make these cuts. This will allow you to make the longer cuts with more precision. Take your time when making these cuts and cut as close as you can get to the skin so that no black shows. Next, you will want to begin cutting the center cutout piece, then the two cutout notches on either end of the skin, which is the portion of the skin that sits between the front and rear sights. To do this, you will need the box cutter so that you can cut the more difficult parts more easily. When you're cutting out the small cutouts on either end of the skin, you will need to cut out outwards, not towards the inside of the skin, so that you do not accidentally mistrim your skin. Also, don't do what I did and make your cuts without protection on the top surface of the platform you're cutting on. Just reuse the cardboard envelope that the skin came in and cut on top of that, so that you do not destroy the table with the trim marks. Once you've finished making those cuts, you will want to remove the slide. First, you will want to cock the gun and simultaneously hold the two pins as shown on either side of the Glock. Then you can begin to slide the Glock slide forward, removing the slide from the rest of the gun. Then pull the triggers to disengage the hammer. Do this so that you do not damage the Glock when you go to install the slide. After that, you can begin to peel the skin from the packaging. Start by aligning the skin with the front sight on the Glock with the small cutout on the skin. Place the skin as close as you can to the front of the slide. Next, you want to slowly put pressure onto the skin to place it onto the slide. Then you will notice that the skin has a leftover flap that covers the selector switch. You will need to cut this piece off by cutting a 90-degree angle around the switch. Just like that. After you've cut the piece, slowly peel it off without tearing the skin apart. Now that you've finished that, you can begin to apply heat to the skin. You will need a hair dryer or a heat gun to do this. Remember not to apply too much heat, otherwise your skin may start to fade in color. As you're applying heat, you will want to rub your finger into the grooves of the Glock slide so that when you're finished applying the heat, you will see the original design of the slide in the finished product. You will notice once you are finished applying the heat that there is excess skin pieces towards the bottom of the slide. So the bonus tip I have for you is to take a toenail scissors and trim the pieces off so that it looks evened out and doesn't look sloppy. Then with the remaining air bubbles left on the slide, you will need to take your box cutter and puncture a small hole in the center of each one to let the air bubble pockets breathe, and then it should go away in a few hours of sitting. Lastly, you can slide the slide back onto your Glock. I want to thank you for making it to the end of the video, and that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any more recommendations for YouTuber product tutorials or reviews for the Kicking Mustang concealment system, the full thrust kit, or any other products that I can do my own personal tutorial on or review, let me know in the comments below. My overall thoughts on the CeeLo Fade Glock skin is that I would definitely recommend it to anyone who is not good at painting guns and wants a simple way to customize the color of your gun. So yeah, if you're new, definitely subscribe and turn notifications on for my channel. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.